Okay guys, we're back with the big blue cabinet here. Just want to show you what I've done to it. I'll start over here. Here's the control panel. As you can see, I tore everything off it, stripped it down to its metal base. The wooden base is in the corner over there. Here's the Marquee, the Marvel vs. Capcom. I opted to order all new artwork for everything. I don't like the way this is all scratched up and hacked up, so I just ordered a new piece of plexi with the artwork from Game On Graphics, along with the new overlay. I also got the side art, and I also got the bezel that goes around the monitor. Here's that wooden piece that I repaired. I guess I could fill this in and sand it down, but nobody sees it. It's strong as can be with that tight bond wood glue. Here's the rusted out working power supply. I mean, it works, but I just don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Nobody really sees the power supply in there. It's got all the proper connections, so I might just roll with it and see what happens. Here's all the wiring from the inside of the cabinet. Not really much to show you that is different than before. The kick harness is this larger one here, and as you can see, it's been kind of hacked up. I showed this before. I might just take these apart and solder them together. That way I get tighter connections and don't have to worry about it later on down the road, but it is what it is. Here's the inside of the cabinet right now. There's those wooden 2x4s I was talking about that the guy must have made after he took out whatever was supposed to be in there to vent the standard power supply. The only thing I noticed that is really missing is a cash box. You can see that opening right there. There's supposed to be a cash box to catch the quarters or tokens. So I'm not really sure what happened to that. I'll have to look for one of those on the forums or eBay or whatever. But here's the wooden control panel right here, along with the glass and the cardboard bezels that all kind of go together. The sides I kind of cleaned up. Looks pretty good. I found a quart of paint where the paint colors, the codes at Lowe's, Home Depot rather, to fill in these things like this that are wood showing. I can paint this over color match. What else? I believe I fixed the light. I don't have a bulb to test in there right now, but it was missing the starter, and one of the wires was disconnected in here. As you can see, that piece comes flying off, so I got to go through here and kind of touch all these up. Took the whole bezel out, like I said, fixed this piece here that was hanging. I tight bond glued it, compressed it with some clamps, and then rebradded with my air gun. Took off the black vinyl, which I believe is called Pica vinyl that Hap sells. It's an adhesive textured vinyl that goes along there. Also, I'll buy some pieces and then trim it to cut or to fit. The coin door I'll refinish with some paint. All the mechanisms work except for this one. It's kind of stuck, but I can take that apart and fix that. I want to fill in all these holes for the security bar that they put in there, and then I took off the bottom kick panel pieces that they must have put on to protect the bottom of the cabinet. I'll fill in those little holes from where the screws were and hopefully color match the paint when I get that. I removed all the gray T-molding, which has proven to be very hard to find. There's a guy in Europe that sells it, but it's quite expensive compared to what usually get the red and blue for like MK and Killer Instinct. I ordered all the new artwork, buttons, joysticks. The monitor I'm going to drop off today at my monitor guy and just have him go through it and fix it. I sold the board. The board was working. I fixed it. It was just kind of really dusty. We had some lines in it, and then I cleaned it all out and put that together on eBay. Somebody bought it, so I'm in the green, about $50 on this game, which is good. That's really about it. The next time I make a video, you'll probably see all the artwork installed, hopefully buttons and joysticks, monitor, and hopefully I'll have a PCB. I've been looking at some on eBay and listed in auction or want ad on the KLOV forums, and nobody's really responded yet, so that's the only thing I'm really lacking. I bought the rainbow chips, which I can now make on my new burner. So when I get it, I'll test it all out and hopefully everything will look good, bring it in the house, and then possibly get the other big blue that I have an opportunity to buy and restore that one and sell it to somebody else that's been looking for one like me. So that's it. Quick update there. I've done a lot as far as tearing this apart goes. But I'm pretty excited about getting it all together in the house and actually playing Street Fighter 2. It's been a long time. That was the first game I played before MK even came out, and was the reason I got a Sega Genesis. So, hope you enjoyed it, and the next time I see you, hopefully we'll have this all together and we can take a look at it and do some gameplay.